Hi there, this is Creating Junk Journals with Mary Lou, and I am Mary Lou. And today is day 5 of the 100-day project, and I want to go through the avocado dyed papers that I made yesterday. So they are right here. They are for the most part dry, so I'm going to show you the next step that I take. Let me slide my chair in and let's get started. So we'll go through and see what kind of paper has come out of it. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's picked up some color, could be from the distress oxides, or it could also be from the board that they were on. Some things ripped, so that's going to go straight in the garbage because I can't use it, or I don't want to use it the way it is right now. This is an index card, and you can see the design from the placemat that I had put on top of it. Some of it is very, very stuck together, which is always too bad when that happens, because it stops some of the papers that I have, but they are very pretty. So this one's no good. This one's no good. I'm going to just get rid of that. This one is a very pale colored. It has a little bit of pink on the back. This has some pink stripes, probably from the board, because I used what was it, the wild honey, no, the dried marigold, which is orange. I used the speckled egg and vintage photo, so none of that is pink, so the pink would come from the board. Definitely. Oh yeah, look at that. That is definitely picked up from the board that it was drying on. Here is some dried marigold. It is very obvious. This has some dried marigold, some speckled egg. It is obvious that this has been altered, but it's so pretty. Right there. I am not someone who needs their papers to look perfect. I prefer them to look imperfect because it is so much more fun to work with. It gives everything a more personalized, look at this. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Here again, like some of the pink spots. This is really cool. Look at that. So there's no lines on the back, but it picked up the lines from the index card underneath it, which is really cool. The envelopes really didn't do very well this time. It's a little disappointing. I love the colors though, so I am going to keep them. This one is okay. It has a little bit of the design from the stencil, and then it has a lot of the pink from the board. This one is stunning. I love how it looks so grungy right here, and then it's got the pale pink on the rest of it. Here is a full avocado dyed sheet. They are a little stuck together, but not too bad. Putting my hand underneath it and kind of releasing it slowly. This is a beautiful color. I'm not sure if that is from the vintage photo spray or if that is from the avocado, and I'm gonna go with it's probably from the vintage photo. Beautiful. Here's a little hint of pink coming through. Oh, I love it. They're very plain though, which, oh, we're getting a little better. There's a little bit more depth in the color here, plus a little pink picked up, a little bit of the stencil picked up. And this one has a lot of the stencil picked up, plus some purple and pink. The lines from the index card. How amazing is this page? I love it. Let me know what you think of these, because it is so easy to do. And just because I like it doesn't mean that it actually is really cool. Look at the music paper. You can see the design from the placemat coming through. They look a little grungier, and yeah, I like it. I'm happy with that. There's some green and some blue picked up from the board. This one has a little orange in here. Lots of the design from the placemat. This side is fairly plain. And then we have, oh, the blue and green right here off of the board. A little bit of the design from the placemat. Yeah, that's good. There's definitely a lot of use that is going to be able to be, that I can, oh, let me start that sentence over. I can use these papers for a lot. Look at the design here from the placemat, and then all the different colors. Oh, yes. And you can tell, like, it's still a little damp, but that's okay. It'll dry. By tomorrow morning, it'll be completely dry. Stunning, stunning. I am happy with this. This one is beautiful. The different colors in here. Oh. And you can tell I haven't seen them. I am just releasing them from the pile right now. I've been gone all day. I've just been sitting there drying. And I was excited to get this video started for you, to show you what has happened to these papers. This is definitely a vintage photo on this side. And then it bled through, and the rest is the avocado dye. Look at this. This is the vintage photo bleeding through here. Absolutely, for sure. Look at this envelope. Look at the colors. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I'm very thirsty. Yeah, I love this. Look at this. All the different spots on here. Oh, that makes up for the ones that I've lost for sure. Some more music paper. It kind of has a pinkish tinge to it. A little design, not too much. And this has a lot of the wild honey. Probably some of the board. Oh, very pretty. Yeah. This might be one of the better ones that I've done so far. Okay, I threw in a little bit of graph paper as well. I never know what will happen with that. It doesn't always come out very nice. Sometimes the lines disappear, and I don't want that. I want to keep the lines. So, but this time it did it really nicely, and I like the grunge on the sides where it's a little heavier. Yep, that's good. Same with this one. Look at this. Beautiful. And this one is just cool. If you can tell, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. There's just the edge of the placemat showing. Oh, look at this. How lovely. Can you tell the little bit of the debris that is left from the avocado dye? Once it's dry, you can just wipe it off and it'll be gone. Beautiful. So many colors in here. Lovely. Oh, yes. Okay, and we have some more regular paper. Beautiful colors. Look at this. Stunning. Oh, look at this. This has and the stencil and the placemat on it. So this is the piece of the placemat. This is the stencil. Oh, how lovely is that? Whoop. Oh, there we go. Pretty. I like the spots that turn up in it. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some beet juice to it, so it gets a little bit more of the red tinge here and there, but I'm going to do that in a different way. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at these colors. Look how this design came through. How amazing is that? And it's very soft. It is not bright colors. It's a very soft color, but a little, I find it a little warmer and a little bit brighter than when you're using just tea dye. This one's very stuck. There we go. It has a little bit of yellow in it. I saw a question from someone in one of the groups that I'm part of for Facebook, if you can use turmeric. And I've used turmeric before to dye paper. It's a gorgeous yellow that comes out of it. It's a very warm, soft yellow, depending of course on how much turmeric you're using. But what I did was it came out very beautiful and soft. I'm not sure if I still have an example of it. I'll go take a look and see. Stunning. Yes. This is cool too. I like that it has this spot here and these spots. I can do something with that. That's an index card, very nicely designed. And look at this. Look at this. Look at all the different colors in here. And these are just a little plainer. So here, what happened here is there, oh, that's what happened. So there must have been a lot of vintage photo, and I plunked it in there, and it kind of seeped through the paper right there. Beautiful. All right, I'm just going to grab the beet juice, and I'll show you what I do with the beet juice. Unless I didn't take it out of the freezer. I sure did not. So what I'm going to do instead is grab a stencil, and I'll just show some other things that we can do with this. So I'm going to use the exact same stencil that I used to dye with. I'm sorry for all the noise. I was not overly prepared to do this video, but it's going to come out hopefully pretty cool. I'm going to use some antique linen and some tea dye. I don't want to make it too bright. So that's the colors that I'm going to use on the stencil. Let's put it the right way up. I'm going to turn the papers. I'll lay it down. Nope, it's still not right. That is the right way. So I'm going to start with the tea dye, start with the darker color, and I'm just going to go in some spots, not everywhere, because when you see the papers, the design doesn't come through everywhere either. So I don't need it to be absolutely perfect. And I'll go over with the antique linen, just to give it that soft look. See, that is very pretty. I want to go down here on the bottom just a little bit more. And back over it with the antique linen. And it gives a very soft stencil look that still sticks with the color from the avocado dye. I'll do the same on the other side. Because the pages have two sides. I am, however, going to use it the proper way. I hope everybody had a lovely weekend. I just came back from spending the afternoon at my daughter's to celebrate my grandson's 3rd birthday. He is all into Spider-Man, so I think between all of the family members, we purchased everything in town that was Spider-Man, because he had clothes and shoes and a fishing rod and water guns, like everything is Spider-Man. I got him a Spider-Man kite and a Spider-Man paint set that he was very disappointed we couldn't use today. And then I got him some clothes because, you know, he's 3, he's outgrowing everything. He's growing like a weed. Yeah, I love it. So this is how I will do all of the pages. I think you get the picture. I think you can try this. Try it. See what you come up with and see how it looks at the end, and what colors do you want to add to it, and what do you want to do. I'm not going to do it all at once, because if, like, I have way too many papers here, so if I don't want to make a journal that fits this design or anything like that, then I need to use a different design stencil, and I don't want to be stuck with what I have here. So I'm just going to do a couple, and that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I really want to stick with this and keep it going. I am enjoying myself. Thank you. Have a lovely day.